We want to introduce a guest who has joined us here. Her name is Patricia Napier-Fitzpatrick. She's an expert on etiquette, among other things, and you better know your etiquette if you're going to the royal wedding.
Oh, absolutely. They released a 22-page etiquette guide for these guests. What are some of the do's and don'ts?
Well, there are many do's and don'ts. Number one, don't be late. And apparently they weren't late.
No.
They were getting there 3 hours ahead of time. Dress appropriately.
What does that mean?
Dress appropriately means men could wear, they had three choices: military uniform, which they should wear if they're in the military. They would wear a lounge suit, which would be like our business suit, or a morning coat.
And what about the ladies? That's always the trickier one.
And that's Mrs. Middleton, I believe, if we can show the full screen on right now. I think that's Mrs. Middleton arriving, but she's blocked right now, and that would be her son James to the left, yes. So we want to go at a quick look at, she has the appropriate hat, I gather.
Oh.
Yes, that is indeed Carol Middleton, the mother of the bride.
Yes, she looks very tasteful. She actually, it looks like she's wearing sort of a cream color. Maybe it's
Which
gray,
is typically a no-no.
Which is typically a no-no. In fact, that was part of the 22-page list of tips and rules to go by, is to not wear white or cream to clash with the bride.
Well, there's one rumor that she's wearing sky blue, and it's just our monitor, but she looks absolutely beautiful.
I'm thinking, I'm sure she wouldn't wear white or cream.
Now, one of the things that we're noticing is that a lot of the ladies are wearing jackets, or they're wearing long sleeves and a lot of hats.
Yes, well, which was also part of the rules. Do not have exposed arms, no bare arms, no spaghetti straps, no camisole tops. A lot of young women will be wearing dresses, because dresses, it's a day wedding, but suits are nicer because you are covered, and dresses can't be too short.
Someone said something about a lounge suit, whatever that means. I see, obviously, it looks like James Middleton is wearing a morning suit with tails.
Right. Well, lounge suit is really our business suit.
Right.
It's a formal business suit, okay? Women have to wear stockings, shoes.
Oh, interesting.
No sandals.
Oh.
Is the hat
it almost sounds like Catholic school, doesn't it?
It does. Is the hat a requirement?
It's in the cathedral, the Westminster Abbey. They're urged to wear a hat. It's not mandatory. I haven't seen anyone without a hat. But in terms of hats, they can't be too ostentatious, not too big. In fact, Mrs. Middleton's is probably just as large as they should be, because then, you know, you're
don't want to block the view. Certainly.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Patricia, hold on for just one moment.
Patricia, you mentioned earlier that all the guests received a 22-page booklet of information on how they should dress and how they should behave at the wedding?
Exactly. Even how they should hold their teacups.
Really?
I
And how do you do
understand.
that? Because we have teacups here, too.
Right. Well, you don't really have teacups.
What are these? These are mugs?
These are called mugs,
Okay.
which they will not have in Buckingham Palace.
No, but they got Kate and Will's picture on them.
That's true, but if
just for them.
Yes. How do we hold our cup?
But if this were a teacup,
Yes.
which we still have a hand, so we put your thumb right on top.
Yes.
Then your index finger around, curve your fingers around. It's
The
very hard to
pinky
do.
doesn't go out?
The pinky does not go out.
Way too
I
much
thought
trouble.
the pinky went out.
Well, people think that, but it's not true.
It's our
It's a
version.
big faux pas.
Okay.
To put the pinky out. The pinky stays in, okay?
All right. Presumably, though, the guests.
And when you sip, you don't go like Greg.
No, you take a sip quietly, and you look into and not over the cup when you're sipping.
Patricia, a little bit about you. You've been teaching etiquette for how long?
8 years.
8 years.
8 years.
And how does one become an etiquette expert?
Well, first of all, one has to be a good role model. One has to study these things as a child, growing up, and there are certification programs. Many books on etiquette. I'm always learning something new. Etiquette's always evolving. There's always something to learn.
Well, Patricia Napier-Fitzpatrick, I know I've been horrifying you with my etiquette. I've almost spilled coffee on you twice.
I, Catherine Elizabeth,
I, Catherine Elizabeth,
take thee, William Arthur Philip Louis,
take thee, William Arthur Philip Louis,
to my wedded husband,
to my wedded husband,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death us do part,
till death us do part,
according to God's holy law,
according to God's holy law,
and thereto I give thee my troth.
and thereto I give thee my troth.
Beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
And the Queen, you know, gave them the ultimate gift. They are now officially the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge.
She hands out titles like they're
Yes.
nothing. And you know what? All she's got to do is sign something. Or
They're
somebody
also,
signs
just
it
so
for
you
her.
know, the Earl and Countess of Strathairn.
And the Baron and Baroness of Carrickfergus.
But you can still call him Prince Will.
I would go with the prince. And pretty soon,
Yeah.
he's going to be king. Sorry, Charles. I think
You
Wills
think so?
is next.
You think the Queen is just waiting for something to happen? When is she going to give up the crown?
People who know better are shaking their heads furiously right now. But anyway, let's introduce our panel. Starting from the left, we have Patricia Napier-Fitzpatrick.
Yes.
She is an etiquette expert. She has a lot of training in etiquette,
Yes.
matters etiquette. Also,
Yeah, Judy Licht, who I know for many years, worked here at Channel 5 and has gone on. You have a fashion...
Firstcomesfashion.com, a
beautiful,
website
a
for
website.
style.
And she's always at all the fashion shows.
beautiful. Welcome back. And Rob Moynihan from TV Guide. All right, jump ball. What'd you think?
Patricia, you're the etiquette expert here. Everything went according to plan. I know that they rehearsed everything, including getting out of the carriage several times. Did everything look flawless to you?
Everything was meticulous. Everything was meticulous. I didn't see one single thing
Well-
that didn't go the way it was planned.